Okay, I thought I'd pressed it in-game, but I hadn't. Now we are. But that works out fine. Bit my lip. Okay, we're going to do this stupid mission. In the center.
I got your 10 wolf hides.
Oh, nice. Thank you so much. Now all that's left is to create and try and make amends.
She's super mad at you, right? Will she even let you speak to her long enough to give her the present?
Well, she did throw something at me the last time I approached, so I don't know, maybe you could ask her for me?
Oh, come on, really? Look, if it's just giving her a message, fine, but the present's on you.
Of course, I'm so sorry for all the trouble. Anyway, you can find it on the floor just above us.
Hi there. I, have a message for you.
From the no-good cheater of a husband, I bet.
Yeah. Anyway, he says he knows he was wrong and wants to give you an apology present.
Oh, that's so like him. He should have known better than to cheat in the first place. He's so far too stupid to pull it off. Still, he sounds like he's learned his lesson, so maybe I'll forgive him just this once. Really? Most patch things up, more or less. Anyway, thank you. I couldn't have done it without your help.
Don't cheat on her again, okay?
I won't. From now on, I'm dedicating my whole life to making her happy. 20,000. Jesus. The apology from a fool is complete. Go-to guy. 30 quests. Okay. Guess what? My daughter's back.
Listen, your daughter is... Wait, what?
Yeah, I thought she was dead. My apologies for bothering you.
But your boyfriend told us you were...
By the gods, you're alive, but how? Oh, I need to check something. What's going on? You're all acting like I died or something. 8 days up here in England. $2. Yes, you're acting terribly strange. But back there, the well. Whatever.
I don't understand a single thing that's happening right now.
Could the man possibly have been deluding himself this entire time?
Well, our daughter is back with us, and all's well ends well, as far as I'm concerned. Here is a token of our gratitude for helping with the search. The quiet missing girl is missing. The quest missing. Can't speak properly. Okay, we're getting through these quests. Okay, it's the entrance soldiers I have to talk to, I believe. Hold on a second. You.
Is any of this what you were looking for? Oh, well, I guess I'll keep
Striped
looking.
meat. I remember being stuck on this one on the original. I don't know if this is faster than using the sand boats. The old sand boats. A rugged friend? No, don't call yourself a loser. Don't do that. Hello, Heisen. How's it going, buddy? Masked people respect their rules.
It was, the masked people respect their rules.
Rules are the most precious thing we have. Now for your next message. The recipient is who protects the king's left. The message is, the men of the mask work for the king. Men of the mask work for the king. Okay. The men of the mask work for the king. Men of the mask work for the king. So I've got to say it over and over, otherwise I will forget. Men of the mask work for the king.
Are you the second recipient?
I am. Let me hear your message. Men of the mask work for the king.
The men of the mask work for the king, right?
Correct. The men of the mask give all in service for their king. Now here is your next message. The recipient is the person taking care of the children. The message is childcare can be difficult. Okay. I think they were up here, weren't they? Oh, here we go.
Are you the third recipient?
Yes, I am. May I hear your message? Childcare can be difficult.
Childcare can be difficult.
Correct, it is often difficult. Now I will give you the next message. The recipient is in the Southeastern Guardian. The message: only nobility may enter the treasury. Nobility treasury. Only the nobility may enter the treasury. Southeast.
Hello?
Hello?
Is it me you're looking for?
It's going good, buddy. How's it going with you today? Ah, shit, I fell straight in the sand.
I'm covered in sand.
Take care before all your health is lost.
Only nobility may enter the treasury. Yeah, I'm doing alright. I've been waiting all day to play my game. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. You've been having you're on a bit of a downward trend at the moment, is it? Oh, no. I thought... Was it yourself that was saying you were getting a new TV soon? Or is this the replacement?
Are you the 4th recipient?
Only nobility may enter the treasury.
It's, only nobility may enter the treasury.
The treasury houses the most precious objects of our people, and none but royalty have the right to touch them. Now your final message. The recipient is a long-winded person. The message is quicksand. Okie dokie, Heisen, you have a good lurk, buddy. Lurk activation? Activated. The recipient is a long-winded person. The message is quicksand. There's someone above me. Tibber! Long-winded person. Who does be long-winded? Who does be long-winded? Timmer! It's the guy at the... Is it the guy at the beginning? Who's this dude? Oh, it wasn't them anyway. Ba, 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 ba. Long-winded person. There's someone up there. Hello? While we wait, we hydrate. Yes, we do.
Are you the 5th recipient?
Yeah, thank you. I do need to fill this up. Yes, I'm the 5th and final recipient. How fabulous that you have made it this far. Why, I'm astounding. Now state your message. Astounded. I'm astounding. Quicksand.
Quicksand.
Correct, amazing. And while we're on the subject, allow me to tell you of the deep historical connection between quicksand and this message ritual. For you see...
He certainly enjoys listening to himself.
You have passed the messages to 5 people. Now those of our city know a great deal more about you. Here is your reward for completing the
Did
task.
this really help to build connections?
His blasted town is beyond my comprehension.
Okay. We've done quite a few quests here. Faster than I thought we were going to do them, actually. Fragile delivery. Right, so that one I've got to go back. Round striped food objects. I need to look this one up because I can't remember what it is. Round striped food objects. Right, well, we've got to go back in time. We've got to go back to the future, Marty. Right up there, Morty. Okay, so I know where one of... I think I know where 2 of these quests... I think I know where I need to go for 2 of these quests. Round striped meat. I don't know what that one is. I might have to cheat and look it up. I'm gonna learn to make awesome food for NieR. I better start working on a new recipe. I need to kill some of those scorpions. normally appear around here. There they are. Ooh, gold. There's still more under the ground here. Oh, they're popping up out of the fucking ground, right. MP cost -6. That's actually pretty damn good. But more about the drop rate. You can be inflicted with poison. Yeah, I know. It wears off after a while though. I want to go fishing. Although I've probably got fucking loads of money. What are you doing, Kaino? Speeding up that wall. Okay. Fishing tip 2. I've got like fishing tip 4 already. But the scorpion. Is this poison going to wear off? Ah, there we go. Where does that sound come from? Kaine runs like Naruto. Don't hide. Stop! You violated the law. And Umbra is gonna take umbrage with you. You little shit. Oh, you little. There we go. How's it going, Umbra? See, this is one of the things where loading screens, if you remove the loading screens, it removes part of the story. So they've kind of got to keep them.
Your delivery is complete.
Thanks. Here's what I owe you.
I know the feeling. Just trying to enjoy the last bits of my weekend too. Done my washing, kind of got all that sorted. I do need to cook next week's work's food. If I cook my work dinners ahead of my week, I don't eat shit, which is great. But I've booked Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off, so I can basically play this non-stop. Oh, that sucks, man. Is there any game you got your eye on? Or have you got kind of choice paralysis? That's normally what gets me. Too much choice on Steam and PlayStation leaves me like just paralyzed. I don't know what to play. Always catch 5 fish when I come back here. Oh, I tried to anyway. Fish got away. Finished the last 2 games like now, I don't know. What's your favourite game of all time, Umber? Let's say, favourite 2 games. You're stuck on a desert island, what do you get to play? Ooh, new Monster Hunter content. What, for Monster Hunter World? Or the Switch Monster Hunter? How is it? Is Rise basically Monster Hunter World for the Switch? Like, Monster Hunter World remixed kind of thing. I know you've got a dog in it this time. Right, one more, then I will continue on my way. Less content? Oh, okay. I thought it would be more. Okay, is it more story? It looks more story-based from the outside looking in. There's the cat. I see you, cat. Watching me.
What have we got today? Doesn't look like I have any work for you right now. Come back next time you're free, okay?
I was going to say, is it worth waiting for it to go on sale? But Nintendo games and sales don't mix.
Thanks for your support.
Yeah, exactly. Whenever I go on there, it's like, it's down from £70 to £50. It's like, I'm not going to buy that. Because that's not a sale. Let's see how fast I can kill this guy now. I've gone up a few levels. Oh yeah, he's down in no time. Fucking deflecting everything. Ah, didn't deflect that one. It's doing pretty good though. Getting better at that deflect. Okay. I mean, I played some of the older ones. Problem is, I played a bunch of them solo, and they weren't so great solo. I played the one on the Wii U. I played one of them on the PSP. Was it Try? Monster Hunter World. Monster Hunter Generations, although I've not completed Generations. Because I bought it just before Nintendo added their online payments. Actually, I've got online now. Oh yeah, it's definitely so much more fun with other people. Always staring at that wall. %of the quests done before even getting to the halfway mark of the game. Yeah, I think the quest guide's in here. Is he across here? Ah, here we go.
Hey, are you the kid who ran away from home?
Huh? Oh man, how'd you...
Your father's worried sick about you. Why'd you leave anyway?
Because he wants me to, like, take up the family business. And I ain't doing it, man. I'm
doing it, man.
Yes, we can see that. Well, perhaps you should let your father know that you're alive and well, and also explain to him why you left.
Oh man, why do people always gotta hassle me?
Bro.
Yeah, alright, I'll do it. But first, you gotta do something for me, man. The guy who runs the tavern's been helping me since I got here, and I want to give him something nice. I was thinking I could, like, cook dinner or something, but I don't have it.
If it'll get you back home to your father sooner, then fine, I'll help. What do you need?
This guy, man, he don't eat nothing but fish all the time, every day. Fish, fish, fish. So I was thinking he might, like, want to try eating meat or whatever, you know, for a change. So, could you get me, like, 5 pieces of mutton and 3 pieces of goat meat?
I think I can do that.
I can find the pans and spoons and stuff, so
Whoa.
just bring the meat to his place whenever, man.
Okay, bro.
Looks like we've got everything the runaway kid asked for. Let's go make the delivery.
Sorry, 1 second. Okay. Hey, Fairy, how's it going? Did it survive?
I can find the pans.
Ha. Nice. Already got those items.
Hi, are you the guy who's taking care of that runaway?
Runaway? What are you talking about?
It would seem we've been bamboozled.
Yeah.
You've got to be kidding me. Seriously? Still, I guess we can tell his father he's alive at least.
Son of a bitch, he tricked us.
We've got... See you later.
See you later.
Care for some imported fruits and vegetables?
Yes, I am.
Thanks.
Right, so his son is back in facade, isn't it? Oh, thank you. I shall hydrate. Turn to his parents. Well, where does that mission start? I can't remember. Is that in facade? I think so. Borderlands 3 is a good game. The story is trash, but the game is fucking fantastic. I've got it on PS4, and I bought the fucking season pass. The season passes are worth a lot less than they used to be. You used to get fucking loads on them. Can ride the pig. The story of Borderlands 2 is by far better than the story of Borderlands 3. But the gameplay of Borderlands 3 is really good. You've been warned, the story is a bit shit. But the gameplay is fucking great. It's easily worth £8. That's a good buy right there. Riding the pig, riding the pig. I think his parents. No. No, it wasn't. His parents here, isn't it? Because of EGS? It's EGS. Always right here, isn't he? Oh, fair enough.
Hey there. Your son come back yet?
I got it on PS4.
No, I haven't seen him. Where could he be?
He's in Seafront. Or he was, until he ran away again.
Oh, crud. Let me guess. Did he tell you an elaborate story and then ask for help? That boy is... well, he's a bit of a dirty liar. I probably should have mentioned that.
So that whole story was a setup. He sent us on a wild goose chase and then gave us the slip.
Since I cannot imagine you letting this go, perhaps we should return to Seafront? There may still be a lead or two left to pursue.
Good idea. We can't let him get away with this.
First, I'm going to do the watermelons.
What's wrong?
How can a son bring so much despair to his family? He seems completely ignorant of the pain he has caused. It's deplorable.
It's
I love it when
deplorable.
you sound like a grumpy old man, Vice.
Perhaps I only sound that way because I have existed since time immemorial.
How old are you anyway?
You know, I'm not exactly sure.
They say memory loss is a sign of old age.
Well, it's still preferable to being a deplorable liar like that son.
I don't play on my PS4 very much anymore, buddy. I'm afraid. But if I do get it, well, oh no, it's got PS5 upgrade. Problem is, mate, I put loads of time into Borderlands 3, and I don't like the story. But if I do play it again, I will definitely tell you. Hey Uchi, how's it going, buddy? I don't many. Sure thing, Barry. I don't play many multiplayer games these days. I think the last one was Borderlands 3 actually. And I kind of soloed most of it in the end. I can't think of any other good multiplayers at the moment. Watching Jujutsu Kaisen. Does anyone know any good multiplayer games at the moment? I always choose the sirens, mate. I love the sirens. See, that's no problem with Borderlands 3. I didn't feel they had much character. The robot girl is really cool. My two favourite are probably the sirens and the lady with the mech. But I chose the sirens in the first and second game. You don't like her voice. Fair enough. Fish, Decadance, at the beginning is rather confused, but it gets better towards the end. Oh, these both animes, I take it. I know Jujutsu is. I don't have any. I know you said I can put ad block on them, then put Crunchyroll. But really, I've got to finish. I've got to finish my sentence. Attack on Titan. Let's use the boat for once. You're gonna go with Robo Boy Borderlands 2, then I went with I'm the conductor of the poop train. Yeah, I fucking love that. That animation was so cool, the Psycho. I love the animation for that, that was so cool. Look at that powder my cockatiel for the ribcage slaughter. See, Borderlands 2, to me, was fucking perfect. Well, not perfect, but it was as close as perfect as you can fucking get for those games. Handsome Jack was an excellent bad guy. I'm still looking forward to the Bleach final series.
What you were looking for?
He was at first before he turned. Have you played the story-based one? What's it called? The Telltale Borderlands. That was really good.
Great. I hope you can
Patrick
make your dog
Warburton
something tasty.
voiced the bad guy in it. For anyone that doesn't know who Patrick Warburton is, he's the guy that played was it Clunk? You know, the one from Emperor's New Groove. The guy who speaks like this. Cusco. Poison for Cusco. He's the bad guy. He plays the bad guy in the Borderlands Telltale game. Yeah, I can't wait for Bleach, mate. I'm gonna be so happy. I've still not watched all of Bleach. I started watching Bleach like 11 years ago. I've got DVDs up to series 14 behind me. But I've never watched them all. I've read it all, but I've never watched them all. She loves watermelon cake more than anything. Now please take this reward. 3,000. Okay, we're almost at 50%. Okay, we're going back to the seafront village, and then I think that might be all of the side quests that I can do. I might have to carry on with the story. Who's your favourite Bleach character? I mean, Yoruichi is obviously my favourite. She's a cat and she's a ninja. She's a cat and a ninja. You don't get better than that. That's the best thing you can have. And the Diamond Dust Rebellion movie is fucking amazing. I think that's just a good movie. I like how in that one, Kenpachi, they've got to keep Kenpachi sidelined because he's too strong. So he turns up, they bury him, and then he comes back at the end for like 5 minutes. Because he's too badass. He's just too badass. Well, Kenpachi's right up there for me. He's fucking... He owns every scene he's in. And when he's doing that fight in the Waco Mundo arc, it's very good. Against the fucking 8-armed guy. Yeah, he's just fucking... He's mental, isn't he? Everyone that I've spoken to that's been playing this game, it's been skipping loads of the side quests. I'm doing every single one because I fucking love this game. Every goddamn one. Get it, you. No, don't do that. I do sometimes, depends on the game. Just NieR games I don't. NieR games I do everything. I like every single piece of dialogue. I want to hear it all. And considering every single person's voiced in this, which is really cool. Nothing worse than a sad tree. How much money have I got? 76,000. I'm doing alright. Oh, I'm not looking forward to doing flour. Flour's bullshit. There is a trophy for riding the boar for 5 minutes, so really I've got to start using the boar for a bit more. If I get on the boar, I can't pick up items. Let's beat up this guy again. Oh, what? Okay. Oh, I blocked that. Fine. You want to die the old-fashioned way. This Kaine woke on up again after having a nap. Ooh, got a simple machine. Nice. Okay, pig, we're gonna ride the pig. We can take a stroll because we've got to ride him for 5 minutes. Doo-doo-doo. It's got a nice skybox in this, better than the original. Oh, riding the pig, riding the pig. Taking our time riding the pig as well. One does not simply ride the pig. Oh, right behind me.
You're looking for a kid who ran away from home?
Have you played the games, Uchi? The games are meant to be pretty good.
There was a strange kid asking people questions earlier. I think he was trying to learn how to get into Facade.
Yes, I'm on the PS5. But I'm just streaming it through my PC.
Facade, huh? Maybe we should go take a look.
I've literally just came from Facade, and now you ask me to go fucking back there. You're kidding me. Make sure nothing else has appeared here first. Just came from there as well. I do have it on PC as well because I'm a bit sad like that. It runs fine for me. I bought it on PC and PS4 because originally I was just going to stream the PC version, but you need a disk drive to get my version working. So I had to borrow a disk drive. But I've got it running at 1080, 60 frames, perfectly fine. I don't have a strong PC either, but it's okay. But I don't have a great graphics card or nothing. I've got a decent processor. Did my buddy bring the ale? Not today. She came home from work drunk. That's why I got an ale. So easily. It doesn't look like there's anything else in here to do. I tried playing Automata and I couldn't get Automata working. I don't think it's half as bad as Automata. I think people are blurring it out of proportion. I couldn't get Automata working. I had to patch Automata to get it working. I had to find the patch that was made for it. Whereas Replicant, I got working straight away. Within like 10 minutes, got it working fine. Yeah, they didn't. They are fixing it, but they outsourced fixing it. They outsourced porting it to a company that wasn't Square Enix, and then the community had to patch it to get it working. But supposedly, because then, just before this came out, Square Enix patched it for Xbox Game Pass, so now they're going to be patching it for Steam. Like 4 years later. I'm going to kill that guy again, because he sometimes drops stuff. Did you hear that Xbox Series X has a higher resolution than PS5? What, on NieR? Yeah, I mean the Xbox Series X has native like 120, doesn't it? Whereas PS5 doesn't have that yet. It can do it, but it doesn't have it or something. Oh, I agree with you, Umbre. It's not our job to fix it. I mean, it's fine anyway. My TV doesn't... I don't know anyone with a TV that goes over 60 frames. Yeah, if you're plugging it into a monitor, that's different. Yes, it's just Square Enix should have fucking done the hard work. That was lazy of Square Enix when they ported it to PC. Are you on pause, are you, John? Right, I'm giving her enough. I mean, Japanese developers have notoriously been behind on PC stuff. That's actually more Sony's fault though, because Sony could hire them and say, fix this. Because Sony own Bloodborne. I'm hoping they're doing it at the moment. It'd be cool if they were, because they've been very silent about it. I hope they are patching it, because what's it, Lance McDonald? If you follow Lance McDonald on Twitter, he's the guy that got it working at 60 frames. He had to drop it down to 720, but he got Bloodborne working. And then the guys from... Was it the guys from... There's a good video on... what's it called? Digital Foundry. They got it working at 4K 60 frames, but they had to use a development PS4 attached to a PC. They had to do shenanigans to get it working like that. But they could do it on PS5. They just need to hire someone like the guys that remade Bluepoint. Hire Bluepoint to do it. They could fucking do it. 1440p. Ah, yeah. I mean, good. I mean, I might get an Xbox eventually. I mean, it's the most I've wanted one in a long time. I mean, I had a 360 and I had the original Xbox. The Xbox One is the only one that I didn't see the point in getting. But the Xbox, I tell you what, I've said this before actually. Do you know what would push me over the edge to get an Xbox Series X tomorrow? Is if they did backwards compatibility for two games. Otogi 1 and Otogi 2. They were on the original Xbox and they were the best fucking games on there. A PlayStation makes better first party games, definitely. That's why I buy PlayStation every time. But Xbox, they're doing good at the backwards compatibility stuff. I would buy it for a backwards compatibility machine. I mean, 360 was better at the beginning, but the PS3 was better at the end, because at the end it had Uncharted 2, Uncharted 3, Demon's Souls. The second half of PS3 was way better than the Xbox. But the first half of the 360, the first half of the 360 wiped the floor with PS3. It was only when they brought out PS Plus. When PS Plus came out, okie dokie, brother. Catch you soon. When PS Plus came out, Sony really upped their game. Which is funny, considering now they need to up their game again. Because PlayStation Plus might have started the ball rolling with that kind of thing, but Game Pass is the natural evolution of that. But I like Game Pass, and I also don't like Game Pass, because I like owning my games. Oh, thank you very much, whoever boosted them. Oh, it ended. Okay, it didn't. I've not played Halo since Halo 2. No. This one's in Drakengard. That's one of the reasons why I picked it. Yeah. If they put Otogi 1 and Otogi 2 on the Xbox, they backwards compatibility it. Yay, here's Kaine. Potty-mouthed Kaine. She's great. Right. Where do I need to go? Once I've done this, I think I've done all side quests that I can at this point in the game. They do need to remove some of these invisible walls, but I respect the fact that the invisible walls are the same ones that they were before. Do you know what they should remake? If Heisen's still there, he'll agree with me. White Knight Chronicle. Or Chronicles. God damn it. It wasn't a great game, but it could have been. It was close to being a great game. It was a very good game, but it wasn't great. It was almost great. Is AC Origins, do you say, is that, yeah, Egypt. See, I've not played, sadly I've not played, the last Assassin's Creed I played was on the Vita. It wasn't very good. Who am I looking for? Runaway's gone to Facade. Track him down and make him pay for what he's done. Oh, he is here. But where is he? Oh, that's the little girl. I was out on an errand, but I broke rule 7017 on the way. Now Mum's going to rule 4217 me when I get back. I just know it. Where is this guy? Oh, okay. Do they still have the wonky future timeline in Assassin's Creed? Because I remember, like, the main story was weird, wasn't it? Like,
in sand.
Take care before all your health is lost.
where is this little shit? Damn maze city. Oh, here we go. I'm a man moved into the house the other day. He certainly wears a strange hat. Okay. People said that was kind of the weakest part of it, and they preferred just the stuff in the past. I hear the new outsider came here, fleeing a terrible home life.
So he's disguised himself as one of the masked people, eh? No wonder his trail went cold.
He's gone through a lot of trouble trying to lose us. I can't wait to finally catch him.
Okay, so he's dressed as... oh. Okay.
Hey, you! You're coming with us!
Oh, man! Why you gotta be all, like, following me and stuff?
Should beat the shit out of you.
Let me just pack and then I'll... Oh my gosh, there's a giant shade behind you!
Don't turn around. Why would you turn around? You know he's a liar.
Oh, are you kidding me?
He surely aims to flee the city, though he can't have gone very far yet.
For fuck's sake. Is he going to be just outside, or...? Let's take a look outside. Wish I could meet kind lady NieR told me about. She sounds really nice. Says really... I can't read properly today, so I'm just not going to bother. And what's going on with my internet?
Oh man, again? Alright, fine. Let me just...
Let me just
He's
run away.
heading for the eastern road. We must catch him before he leaves the desert.
Oh, you ain't getting away, mister. Huh.
Oh my gosh, look! There's
I've still not watched that Sephiroth one yet.
I'm not falling for that again.
Thank you. Yeah, I totally haven't watched that one yet. I want to.
What's that big thing on the right?
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, and I shall smite you with unholy magic.
We know there's going to be one at the end. Stop.
It's a pack of wolves, man!
I told you, I'm not falling for... Oh crap, it is a pack of wolves.
I didn't think I'd actually run into wolves for real.
Are you ready to go home yet?
Hell yeah, man! This adventure stuff's like way too scary for me.
I don't trust him.
From now on, I'm gonna stick close to home and stuff.
Good. Now let's go tell the family.
Right, family was back in the main town. Come on, phone, I don't want to play Genshin Impact. Yes, I am. But I might be on the last one for some time. Because this should be 50%, I think, of all the game's side quests. Yeah, I'm at 47% now. So yeah, I'll be doing more story in a minute. I would like to get to the second half of, the second half of the game today, really. Oh shit, what did I just use then? Oh well. Oh dude, I'm going to be doing a few playthroughs. One of the trophies is to complete the game in 15 hours. The second half of the game you've got to complete 3 times to get all the endings. Yeah, I think that's right. So yes, I've also got this on PC, so I'm going to be playing it on there as well. I thought this was his hometown. Ran across the way from the weapon shop near the southern gate and instant help. I did, yeah. Dude, it's one of my all-time favourite games. Absolutely fucking adore this game. Even on PS3. I adored it then, I adore it now.
I believe they left us a note.
This being remade, it was like Christmas and my birthday rolled up into one. That's why I've got all that shit behind me on the shelf as well. I've got my like shrine to NieR. We've decided to move to a new land, begin anew and thoroughly train him to carry on the family name.
Well, that's sort of anticlimactic. I wonder what the business was anyway.
Hey, are you friends with the people who lived here?
And the whole family were liars. I bet.
No, not really. Why?
Because the goddamn bastards borrowed money from everyone in the village and then skipped town. Apparently their son ran away because he wanted to escape a life of crime. But then some idiot brought him back.
Well, I guess we know the family business now.
To think we did not even get paid for this absurd misadventure. Oh well. Perhaps we should tally it up as an expensive life lesson and move on.
Okay, that should be 50%. Oh, 49. Don't think there's any quests left. So, we must continue the story. Or I can try to go level up some weapons.
Black squalls in our village now.
There's the one mission over there, but that's a repeatable quest. Repeatable quest. Okay, time to continue the story. Oh yeah, buying both of them made me broke. I was broke this month. Very, very broke. I've booked half of next... Well, I've booked most of next week off to play this more.
What's up, Popola?
Oh, hi. I just got a strange letter in the mail.
Dearest Popola, I hope this letter finds you well. I'm writing in hopes of bringing to your attention a certain dream issue of concern regarding recent events in Dream the Village. Events in Dream the Village? I was hoping I might be able to get your advice on the matter. Oh yeah. Recently there have been dream reports, dream of a certain dream of dream, evil dream, empty dream, curse, dream, evil dream, words, dream, someone, dream.
That is certainly one bizarre piece of writing.
We go to the Forest of Myth.
Who's it from?
The mayor of a small village in the Forest of Myth. It's a wooded area up north.
The Forest of Myth?
They're usually a bright and cheerful group of people. Something like this is very out of character for them. I have a bad feeling about this.
I'll check it out.
You will?
Don't worry about it. I've got business there anyway.
Oh, well, all right. Thank you. The Forest of Myth is to the north, after you cross the small wooden bridge in the northern plains.
Man, I want to grow cannabis plant at home. Fair enough. If I still smoked it, I would want to, but I gave it up a long time ago. It's a nice plant, though. I've got a plant behind me. Over there. It's not weed, but that's the plant that I grow. It's a peace lily. Okay, we're going to go see the brothers quickly, then go to the myth. See if there's anything else I can power up weapon-wise. Let's see if the brothers have something. Yeah, I was just testing this one out. Let's take a look. Which one? Nameless Blade is quite powerful, but I was using that for ages. I got bored of using the same one. Beastbane. Is that the large one? Ah, sometimes you can get that and land halfway up. Bum, bum, bum. Gonna make some awesome food for NieR. I better start working on a new recipe. The mices. I'll get you a little mouse. And your buddy. Oh, that's not a mouse, that's a rock. Next time, Rock, you'll be mine.
How can I help you? Need some work done on your weapon?
Ooh, we can power up the rebirth. What do I need? Ah, I needed that for... Oh, iron ore. Maybe I'll be able to buy iron ore.
Come. How can I...
We should have to exit the whole thing to get to that. I got fucking loads of money. Fucking loads of money. I'm right show off. Right.
Come back.
Gonna exit the whole transaction.
Need some work done on your
get
weapon?
back into it. It's showing its PS3 route. Whoa, that powers that right up. Which one is that? Oh, that's the one I'm using. Whoop, whoop. Right, what do I need? Titanium alloy. I think you can get that from the dungeon. Titanium alloy, titanium alloy. See a pattern emerging. Large gear, broken battery. Yeah. Scorpion claw. Well, we know where to get those. But I don't particularly like that weapon. Machine oil, iron ore. Machine oil. Was that in the shop? Crystal 2. That powers that right up. Crystals again. 270. Damn.
Come back.
Woo! So exciting. I'm gonna jump up and down.
Need some work done on your weapon?
Yeah, there's no... There you go, make myself some money quickly. And this is why I catch 5 fish every time I'm back in the town. So that's a quick 20... Sorry, 1 second. Rude telephone. Okay.
Come back.
Do I go into the depths? I can go into the dungeon and see if I can get some more titanium alloy or carry on with the story. Let's carry on to the Force of Myth. I know I wouldn't want to be hit with this sword. Oh yeah, this sword is fucking them up. Go and ride the pig, because I've got to get my 5 minutes of pig riding. I'm not going to ride him fast either, I'm going to ride him slow. Oh no, Heisen. Is that the foe? I mean, surely, can it not still be eaten? Is it not salvageable? There's an angry pig up there. Should we go beat him up? Is that an angry pig? Hey, Lady Meeper. How's it meeping? Meep meep. I don't think I've ever watched any UFC. I know of its existence, obviously. Meep is still meepin'. Keep on meepin'. I love this bit of this game. Whoa, that's brutal. Beware.
Beware the words.
The words? What do you mean?
Contagious words.
Oh, by the shin. Whoa.
Dream.
Those who dream?
Hold a moment. There is creates a strange new sensation in my mind.
We're going into a text adventure. Vice's voice rose in a quizzical way.
It is not quizzical.
What's going on?
The villager's body shuddered as he slowly opened his eyes.
Perhaps we should start by asking this man.
Who are you?
We heard something happened to this village, so we came to see if we could help.
The mayor stared at NieR and Vice.
If you can speak to me, I must have caught you in my dream.
In your dream?
The mayor explained. In the past weeks, a mysterious disease called the Death Dream had spread across the forest of myth. Those who caught it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within the world of their own dreams. The village mayor had determined the Death Dream was spread from person to person by spoken words, but before he could learn more, the disease took him as well. Vice stared at the mayor, his mouth twitching slightly.
Now see here. Are you saying that we have been absorbed into your dream?
Well, yes. I think you have.
In other words, we've caught the Death Dream?
Before the mayor could confirm NieR's suspicion, Vice exploded with rage.
Ridiculous. Preposterous. Completely unfathomable on every conceivable level. I don't even recall falling asleep.
Oh, has my internet gone shitty? Okay. I'll hold off a second. I can see my bitrate has dropped to 1000. I'll give it a second to see what happens. Come on, internet, sort yourself out. Sometimes it's when other people in the house are like doing FaceTime and stuff. It just, yeah, the internet doesn't have enough upload to stream and do FaceTime. So we'll give it a few seconds. Come on, internet, sort yourself out. Yeah, if I can get better internet, but this is about average. The upload I have here is about average for where the area I live in, or the part of England I'm in, sadly. One second. Has it fixed itself? It's still saying the bitrate is 1000 rather than 6000. Tell you what, I'll make myself a quick coffee and I'll be right back. Thank you for your patience. I grabbed myself a coffee. Oh, well, let me just read this. The music here is starting to grow on me a lot more. It's a lot more peaceful. Depends on what mood I'm in. I definitely enjoy NieR's music score, but probably for different reasons. Seems like this game is going for a more melancholy atmosphere, so the music matches it just fine. While NieR's more action-orientated, so you're saying NieR twice. Well, NieR's more action-orientated, so I guess the music is more appropriate for it there. Did you mean to put Automata in there somewhere? I mean, I would say this game's got a more wistful, it's like more upbeat soundtrack than Automata. Automata's got a very, obviously, robotic kind of sounding one. But anyway, let's continue the reading. Now things are working.
That's just how the death dream works.
Though polite, the mayor was clearly trying to brush aside the book's remarks.
My remarks are not to be brushed aside, fool.
I love this writing, it's so clever. The mayor twisted his mouth into an embarrassed grimace, then quickly changed the subject to who NieR had seen and what they had discussed since coming to the village.
Something there must have caused you to enter my dream. A
Said the
certain
mayor.
conversation, a specific word, something.
NieR and Vice racked their brains but could find no easy solutions. There were simply too many words to consider, too many random chatter, too many meaningless conversations. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, Heisen. I mean, Automata is more sci-fi, whereas this is... Well, no, this one is very sci-fi, but not yet. This is very wistful and... yeah. More fantasy. Right.
Grimoire Weiss does not engage in meaningless conversations.
The mere suggestion that Weiss chose his words carelessly seemed to sting his pride.
It does not seem to sting my pride, you bloated gasbag of a narrator.
Call me a gasbag.
It has demolished it utterly.
Irritated, Weiss looked skywards, as if searching for answers in the heavens.
I was doing no such thing. Just leave me alone already.
The anger created by his harsh words bled over to NieR like a contagion. Wait, said NieR suddenly. Did someone just say contagion? Yes, I believe so. What of it? Well, the villager told us to watch out for contagious words, right? The mayor leaned forward with renewed interest, pushing the startled Vice aside in the process. He must have said something, right? Asked the mayor. Said some specific combination of words. What was it? It was about dreaming or something that dreams, or... oh, what the hell was it? A sheep? Cried Vice suddenly, blurting it out the first thing that popped into his head. The others stared at him for a moment before slowly shaking their heads. After a few more minutes of thought, NieR's face suddenly lit up. I remember, he said. Those who dream, that's what he said, I'm sure of it. At this, the mayor produced a thick sheaf of papers from his pocket. He flipped through them a few times before finally nodding his approval at NieR. That sounds right, he said, as a stray sheet of paper fluttered to the ground. My notes also mentioned something about that. I bet it was the last thing you heard before you fell asleep. The mayor shook his head and his worn pencil stub tracing lines across a lone piece of paper. For the last month I've done nothing but study the disease we call the death dream, he said. I mean, I'm the mayor, right? It's my job to protect the people from whatever comes along, but I never expected a couple of outsiders to start entering people's dreams. The mayor paused, a grimace crossing his face. I should probably be taking notes or something. Vice immediately fired back. I applaud the force of will it takes to research a disease in your dreams, he said, but perhaps we should bend your efforts to escaping this place instead of trying to understand it. The mayor's hand tightened around his pencil, snapping off the tip. I've tried to escape. From the very first moment I realised I was locked inside my own dream, I've been looking for a way out, but I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? If there was an exit, I'd know about it. He paused for a moment, his unfocused eyes staring at nothing. My village was beautiful, he said, to no one in particular, and it was filled with the most wonderful people you could ever hope to meet. But once this disease took hold, things changed. It's like someone took a sponge and soaked all the colour out of our lives. I just want us to be whole again. I want us to be free. And I won't stop trying until it happens. NieR nodded in agreement. Huh, wait a second, I didn't nod. Look, if we can be of any help, said NieR, just ask. Now hold on, I did not just say that. Silence, cried Weiss. The grimoire looked from NieR to the mayor and back again, his face filling with confidence. Grimoire Weiss's face is always confident, thank you very much. Now see here, Mayor, you told us nothing can exist in this dream without your knowing of it. But yet you seemed surprised to see us when we first arrived, yes? The mayor slowly raised his head, realization dawning on his face. Oh my god, he said, you're right. I had no idea you were coming. The human imagination is a limitless engine, said Weiss, and dreams are the fuel. If you can imagine an exit, then it must be so. With your permission, we shall search it out. Or in this case, the unvisual novel, Heisen. There's no visuals at the moment. It's become a text adventure, like from the 80s. Some of the 90s, I suppose. I'm not sure if you're lurking, so you can't see what's going on. Thank you, said the mayor. I don't know how I can repay you. Payment is not required, we are as eager as you are to be done with this place. The mayor suddenly felt as if he could breathe again. He'd almost forgotten what it was like. Good luck to you two, he called at the departing forms of NieR and Weiss. We're all counting on you. As NieR slowly faded into the misty forest, the mayor was struck by a sense of déjà vu. Ah, fair enough. I saw this man once before, he thought, but where? NieR's mood darkened as he trudged through the forest. Hours earlier, when the beauty of the place was still a new thing, he'd been confident they could get in, find the exit, and be home in time for dinner. But the deeper they went, the more forest closed in around them. The mist made it difficult to see more than a foot in any direction. A moss-covered rock seemed determined to twist his ankle. More than once he had been forced to steady himself on the rough bark of a tree, and his hands now left small trails of blood on everything he touched. Additionally, Weiss was proving to be a spectacularly poor travelling companion. Unhindered by either terrain or physical effort, he spent most of his time urging NieR to pick up the pace and grumbling about their slow progress. Finally, after Weiss muttered something about legless turtles being more adept at navigating the environment, NieR snapped. Okay, Weiss, cram it for a second, would you? You don't have to walk. NieR leaned against a tree and tried to stretch the knots from his back. How can this stupid forest be so big? He muttered to himself. The moment the words tumbled from his mouth, a cacophony of insects sprang to life. Every imaginable form of buzz, click and hiss roared at the volume that rattled his teeth. NieR slapped his hands over his ears and screamed to be heard. Weiss, what's going on? NieR could see Weiss's mouth moving, but he might as well have been shouting in a tornado. The insects screamed, the forest howled. And then, just as NieR's ears seemed ready to tear from his head and go running for cover, the sound diminished. Hesitantly, he removed the hand from his left ear and listened to the creatures of the woods. Zree, zree, zree. Shack, shack, shack. Chiki, chick, 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 chee, chick, chick, chee. I'm trying. I'm trying. Woo woo woomer, woo woo woomer. Not sure what kind of animals make these kind of noises. Shik, shik, seek, shik, shik, seek. Shik, shik, seek. As the insect symphony dimmed another decibel, NieR began to detect patterns in the sound. This isn't random, he thought. It's not just white noise, it's something else. Don't say that, that makes me not want to read it out loud. The insects weren't just calling out, they were asking a question. One with its lacking, two with it is ideal. Oh, wait, I've got to stop. Let's put me off a second. One with it's lacking, two with it is ideal, three with it is dangerous. What is it? One with it is lacking, two with it is ideal, three with it is dangerous. What is it? My pages. Is this a riddle? I guess so. I mean, it sort of feels forced, but maybe it's the key to getting out of this place. Then I'll leave it to you to answer. One of it is lacking, two of it is ideal, three of it is dangerous. What is it? Seesaw. Something that's ideal with two people but dangerous with three. Oh, it's a seesaw. Weiss's mouth flew open, but before he could say anything, the world suddenly shifted. Reen, reen, wah, reen, reen, wah. Shik key, shik key. When NieR came to, he was once again surrounded by the sound of insects. The cries of insects were creating words he had heard somewhere before. 1 with it is lacking, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? My pages is... Oh, it's going round in circles. I must have got it wrong. I guess so. It means that it feels kind of forced. Maybe it's the key to get out of this place. Then I'll leave it to you to answer. 1 with it is lacking, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? I'll say a secret. Inwardly furious that Weiss left the task to him, NieR sighed and gave the only answer that made sense. It's a secret. Right? The sound of insects stopped as suddenly as it began. The forest undergrowth parted before NieR like a rippling wave, opening a new path. I don't know what you mean, Heisen. By the NieR Gestalt section. The sound of insects stopped as suddenly as it began. The forest undergrowth parted before NieR like a rippling wave, opening a new path. These forest arthropods are making a road for us, said Weiss with glee. Pleased at passing the test, NieR moved on with new intensity. The path offered his body relief from the undergrowth, but gave even greater cheer to his mind. As long as they were on a path, their journey had purpose. NieR Gestalt is just the name of the Western version of NieR. I'm not entirely sure what you mean, Heisen. You might have to be a bit more specific with me. I guess the forest has accepted us, huh? Said NieR after a bit. Weiss spun around to face his companion. Do not mistake this will of the forest for some happy pet you can suddenly befriend. We have no idea where this path leads. As Weiss finished speaking, the pair turned a corner and found themselves facing a clear forest spring. Smiling, NieR picked up a small rock and sent it skipping across the surface of the water. Good heavens, said Weiss. This surprise was understandable. Each time the rock struck the surface of the water, a musical note rang out. When the rock finally stopped moving and sank to the bottom of the spring, the ripples left behind came together to form words. I enter through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. Where am I? What am I? You're the sun? Absurdly easy, barked Weiss. Now answer it. NieR grit his teeth and tried not to reach out and strangle his companion. He's right after all, this one is pretty easy. I enter through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Sunlight. A plume of water suddenly bursts from the spring. Sunlight filtered through the trees and reflected off the plume, creating a shimmering rainbow that spanned the entire horizon. In all my years, said Weiss softly, I've never seen such a sight. But we can't see him. Perhaps I've misunderstood the intentions of this place. Hey look, cried NieR, awaking Weiss from his daze. There's a house or something over there. Glancing in the direction of his friend's extended hand, Weiss saw a small cottage nestled among the trees. That's weird, isn't it, Weiss? I mean, who would build a house all the way out here? NieR walked over and pounded on the door. After a minute of solid banging, the door cracked open and a small man peered out, his body cloaked from the neck to toe in a large black cape, while his face was obscured by mist. Began NieR before he could get any further. The cloaked man held up a hand and began speaking. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon, but at the end the nights were free. What am I? NieR tried to ask the cloaked man who he was and what he was doing there, but he simply repeated the question. We wish to engage this man in conversation, said Weiss. It seems we must answer his riddle. Yeah, I suppose, said NieR. Well, at least it's an easy one. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon. By the end of the night, but the end nights were free. What am I? 4 legs in the morning? I'm thinking of bed. None of those seem right. Man? The mist dissolved from the cloaked figure as he spoke a single word. Correct. With that, the man flung his garment aside, revealing his true identity. You're the mayor, cried NieR. The small man slowly shook his head. I'm not the mayor you know, now listen to my words. Long ago I saw a version of you that was not yourself. Sorry, what does that mean? It will make sense in time. At present, I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the Death Dream. Now you must go to the person at the forest entrance. With that, the man turned on his heel and slammed the door behind him. As NieR watched, mist seeped from the ground and enveloped the cottage, erasing it from existence. When NieR and Weiss returned to the forest entrance, they found the mayor leaning against a tree. As soon as he caught sight of the duo, he sprang to his feet and scrambled over to them. "Good gravy," he cried. "You made it. You actually made it back." His left hand grasped NieR's and pumped it so fiercely it threatened to dislodge it from the socket, while the right seized Weiss by the cover and swung him through the air. There was this cheeky remark by the Final Fantasy XIV Twitter saying there's a Final Fantasy XIV boss in NieR. So I asked my FC about it, and they said the third NieR raid had a boss from NieR that isn't from Automata. Yes, I saw that in the trailer. It's a boss from this game. Asked if it's from Replicant, they said no, it's originally from Gestalt. I think they're a bit confused. It is in Replicant and Gestalt. Gestalt and Replicant are the same game. It's just Replicant was for Japan, Gestalt was for the West. The boss is in both games, but we never got Replicant over here, so they wouldn't necessarily know that it was in Replicant, even though it was. That hasn't made it any less confusing, has it? I saw the trailer. I saw one of the bosses in the trailer for the Final Fantasy XIV raid. It is in both Replicant and Gestalt. It's just they're named differently, depending on your region. Okay, I'll start again. There's one NieR game, yes? The first NieR game in Japan has a boy, you play a boy, and in Western you play a man. That's the only difference, but they were named differently. Does that make sense? You know how Square Enix thought the West would want an older guy because they don't like effeminate men as protagonists. But Japan, they prefer effeminate men as protagonists. So they named them two different things, but they're the same game. It's just a palette swap. The character's a palette swap. But that boss is in both, because it's, yeah, the only thing different is NieR himself. Sorry, I've got a habit of overcomplicating things. I fucking love it. Although I think I prefer Papa NieR. I still think I prefer Papa NieR. But it might be my age. I'm closer in age to Papa NieR than Brother NieR. Anyway, let's continue. Gad, by the heavens, stop shaking me, fool. We have not told you if we were successful or not. The mayor smiled broadly and shook his head. I'm just happy you're alive. I didn't think I'd ever see you again. NieR withdrew himself from the mayor's eager handshake with a slight smile. We broke the Death Dream seal, he said. At least I think we did. Papa NieR's in this game, but he's in... Funnily enough, you've got... The paid-for DLC is part of this game. And in the DLC, Japan got Papa NieR, and we got Brother NieR. So, because we've got a remake of the Japanese version, Papa NieR is in this. I'm not sure if his voice is in this, but for the dungeons, you can be Papa NieR. The mayor's face beamed as NieR filled him in on the details. April 25th? What is special about April 25th? When the tale was done, the three of them lay down in the forest ground and fell asleep. NieR cocked his head. Okay, hang on a second, this is crazy. Why would we just lay down and go to sleep? Whoa, has it really almost been a year? That's insane. Cease your endless prattle and go to sleep, fool. Fighting against the rules of this place is futility itself. I get what you're saying, Heisen. I think it was... I was reading, because I've got a book about Square Enix at the time. At the time, Square Enix had made some pretty bad mistakes. And had some games that completely flopped. So they tried making games fit their area more. So yeah, that's why they did that. Whereas most people, if you're a fan of Square Enix, you don't care whether it's an effeminate teenager or an older guy. You just like your JRPGs. You just want them to tell you a good story. NieR and the mayor obediently reclined atop a grassy earth. Have you forgotten, continued Weiss, it is words that control the deaf dream, words that allow us to move from place to place. No matter how unnatural they seem, the words are absolute. Therefore, if the words tell us to sleep, then sleep we shall. No, warm beer. Ugh. And once we do, the story will continue. With that, the trio found their eyes growing heavy, their breath slowing, their breathe. This is the first time, began the mayor, the first time I have felt tired since I was imprisoned here. His words were cut off by a loud, long yawn, and he remembered nothing more. They might have slept for an hour or a year. When they awoke, things had slightly more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the leaves greener. It was clear that they had awakened from their dream. NieR shook the mayor's shoulder gently. Good news, he said. I think we made it. Oh wow, said the mayor in an awed voice. We did make... I'm back. He blinked once and then again, as if not quite believing the sight before him. Yeah, this is the main story. Well, kind of. Like Automata, this is just the first half. The first half of the games are always kind of... They're good, but they're not great. The second half is where things get real. Or things go fucked up. You two have no idea how much this means. The death dream was spreading through our village and I wanted to... Well, I thought I could figure out how to stop it, but I guess that wasn't the case. I must have caught the disease and become trapped in my own dream. The mayor started to stand and collapsed back to the earth. He stared at his legs as if trying to remember how they worked, then glanced at NieR and shrugged. Without a word, the young man reached down and pulled the mayor to his feet. Real life may take some getting used to, said the mayor with a wry smile across his lips. You shall return in short order, I'm sure, said Weiss. For now, you should return to your home and rest. No, said the mayor, swaying on unsteady feet. I can't. Some of the villagers are still trapped in the death dream. I have to save them. The mayor slowly made his way to the divine tree in the centre of the village, then bowed his head and prayed silently. This is a holy tree, he explained. When the prayer was finished, it's the guardian of our village's history and memories. Superstition will only make our mission harder, muttered Weiss. We should not put our faith in the gods. The mayor shook his head. Not the gods, the words. Legend says that our tree is home to a powerful magic known as the Sealed Verse. Dun dun dun. NieR and Weiss could not contain their surprise. It seems the goal had been found in the most unexpected of places. I say, muttered Weiss, this certainly is a stroke of luck. As the three of them said their goodbyes, NieR mentioned the strange man who had given them the third riddle and the mysterious words he had left them with. I once saw a version of you that was not yourself. Remember this part. I once saw a version of you that was not yourself, muttered the mayor. What in the world does that mean? Lost in thought, he stared into space for a long moment. You know, he said softly, this is going to sound odd, but I had a feeling I'd seen you before too. NieR tried to keep a straight face and failed, but the mayor didn't seem to notice. Deja vu, right? Anyway, I figured it's just some kind of illusion created by the death dream. It probably doesn't mean anything. NieR gave the mayor a nod and smiled, but inwardly his thoughts were racing. Something wrong... Oh, yeah, there's something wrong about the mayor and his words. And what exactly is going on here? Yeah, I'm not sure why it changed. The riddle would prove to be the most difficult one of all.
Oh, thank you so much. Now I can finally return to a normal life.
This is one of the most bizarre diseases I have ever encountered.
I know. That's why we have to help the other villagers, no matter what.
Obtain dark execution magic. Summon magical spikes from the ground. Ah, this is one of my favourites. Charge to increase the number of spikes. You basically impale enemies.
For a sealed verse, that didn't take much effort.
Yes, all a touch too easy if you ask me. It's almost as if someone was guiding us to this village.
Don't overthink advice.
Now I can finally return to a normal life.
This is one of the most...
I know.
This person must be dreaming too.
It would appear that way, yes.
Enter the villager's dream. Yeah.
Can't say I'm very excited to go back there. That dream world sort of creeps me out.
Perhaps you should spend less time complaining and more time getting on with the mission.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got some more reading. I breathe air scented with death and resist the urge to laugh, but now it will sound like the words of a madman. How long have I been in this fresh hell? My box, my prison, is tucked beneath a stairway in a long, unused catacomb of some infinite castle. Outside I hear the sounds of a funeral dirge that plays without end. Light has no place here. Wind is a forgotten friend. I pray for death to come, but he forsakes me. Time passes and eternity slips by in a single tick of the clock. Someone knocks on my prison. Anyone there? I hear an unfamiliar voice say. My saviour. I claw at the door of my jail, embedded thick splinters under my ragged nails. I scream for help. I laugh. I sob. Surely this is a product of my addled mind. Surely it cannot be true. Help me, I cry. For the love of all gods, help me. And possibly I hear the sound of a lock being torn out and falling to the floor. As the door slowly creaks open, I have just enough time to see a silver-haired boy in a floating book before the light pours inside. My eyes, accustomed to blackness, explode with pain, and I am forced to turn away. This is the book called Vice. I'm not sure if you're trolling or not, Eisen. It's a German word pronounced Vice. Who are you? I ask, shaking hands covering my face. Have you come to this place? I'm Grimoire Weiss. This is NieR. Long have we been searching for you. Yeah, it's German. And Gestalt is German as well. Now come stand, we shall awaken from this nightmare together. The music in this as well, Heisen. The lady that wrote the music was told to write a mixture of a language that was a mixture of German, Japanese, and English. So it's on point. I'm not sure what that means. I'm not maybe your books, are they called Vice for beginners? I don't know, I've not heard that before. The only vices I know of are something it's a tool that, you tie it in a vice, you put something in it. Oh, no way! For 3 months as well. The one known as NieR extends his hands and pulls me from the cell. Though my eyes are slow to adjust to freedom, my ears are keen as ever. They recognise the staccato sound of heavy rain. I never thought I'd hear that again, I whisper. Would that this were not such a terrible storm, said Grimoire Weiss. Look at your feet. No knee? I force my eyes open to see water pooling around my ankles, lapping at my shins. There's so much of it. Yes, and more comes at each moment we delay. If we do not make good our escape, we shall drown in this castle. We know you are weak, but you are our only hope to survive this place. Yes, because it's pronounced Vice. I don't know why I'm getting... Right, let's rewind this, Heisen. We've already figured out... that we're saying Vice because it's pronounced that. Why are you saying no knee, no nigh? Oh, you put... Okay, so you thought the book was called Vice. Oh, okay, right. I just don't know what you were talking about on the beginner book. I don't know what beginner book means. But anyway, confusion is over. Confusion is over. It's okay. I'm getting bogged down with the confusingness. Let me continue. Yes, and more comes at each moment we delay. If we do not make good our escape, we shall all drown in this castle. We know you are weak, but you are our only hope to survive this place. Time, that long-forgotten friend, made itself known again. I nodded my head and swore to save my rescuers, no matter the cost. The castle catacombs are a maze, twisting upon themselves like an endless entrails of a giant. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed north. Here we go, we've got to remember this stuff. Okay, we can only go north. I've got to remember this. This is where it'll test me. North. At the end of the corridor, I found a row of 20 gorgeous canopied beds resting atop a carpet of velvet. All are covered in a thick layer of dust and cobwebs. Searching for the door to the next room, I come upon a shapeless mass of grey matter. It has been shoved against the side of the wall, and despite my fever, I think I see outlines of a door just beyond. When I reach out a finger and touch the piece of mass, it turns to dust and drifts away on the wind. Realization slowly dawns, and I fall to my knees and weep. Corpses. I face a mountain of charred and crumbling corpses. I look at it from the beds and back again until the horror dawns full upon me. Someone has piled these bodies into a tower and set them ablaze. Whether they were alive or dead, I do not know, and sanity will not permit me to consider the proposition further. I make a sound, whether a scream or laughter I cannot be certain, then my mind grants me merciful blackness, and I find myself opening the door and leaving that most terrible of rooms. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed east. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed go north. I should have drawn. Are you still doing your work these days, Luke? Yes, I am. I normally work Monday to Friday, but this week coming I'm working Monday and Tuesday. We went north, then we went east. We went north, east, then what did I go? North again, I think? North, east, north. I'm going to try west. At the end of the path. Because I booked time off so I could play this. A row of heavy wooden casks lie on their sides in the dark chamber. Doubtless they are filled with wine. My first roars to life. I cannot remember the last time I parched my throat, and my parched throat had relief. I scramble to the first cask and pull frantically at the cork. The theft of a few cups means nothing, I tell myself. The casks will be ruined by the flood regardless. Nice. Finally, the cork surrenders to my attack and the thick red liquid bursts forth from the hole. This is no wine, it is blood, still warm from the body. Whether animal or something else, I cannot say. The foul liquid soon mixes with the rising floodwaters, creating a warmth that laps against my thighs. By all the gods, are the rest of these casks filled with blood as well? I lack the courage to confirm my suspicion. Disgust quickly becomes fear as I turn to flee, but my weakened legs betray me, sending me toppling over into the red ocean below. The smell of death is everywhere. It threatens to consume me. I must escape this hell. Crawling on all fours like an animal, holding back screams lest any foulness enter my mouth, I lurch forward through the red waters and out of the room to freedom. I squint down the dim corridors and I proceed east. I squint down the... Right, so... We came west, so now we're going east. So we're going to go north again. I normally turn on my background light when the sun goes down. At the end of the path, the waters rise to my waist, exhausting me both physically and spiritually. I pray this is the way out. Eventually, I can stand the sight of the water no longer, and so my eyes turn upwards. Imagine my surprise when I see a series of paintings hanging from a faded plaster wall. Each depicts a person in the prime of their life, clad in clothing of the highest quality. The styles, however, are strange to me, leading me to believe that these people had lived long ago. One subject wears an outfit that particularly catches my eye. It is constructed of a thin, breezy cloth and decorated with a motif of flowers and birds, while encircling the figure's waist is a leather belt of the most perfect construction. It is a stunning costume, even by modern standards. I gaze at the portrait. I'm struck by a desire to touch it with my own hands. Yet as I extend a single finger to the painting, I am gripped by a most unpleasant feeling. Staring closely at the image, I see it bend and warp into the shape of another finger. Something behind the picture is pointing at me. Is it another prisoner, a fellow inmate, trapped for eternity in this place? I cannot let it pass, and so I seize the portrait with both hands and throw it into the water. The wall is hollow behind the painting, and inside I can just make out a body. Whether or not it is a prisoner, there would be no rescue. The poor soul is long dead. Scraps of clothing lie on the floor around the bones. Only a small amount of the fabric has survived, but it features the same delicate design that were depicted in the portrait. I've been admiring a row of corpses blocked from view by portraits of each victim at their pinnacle. Enough shielding my eyes, I paddle forward through the water. I squinted down in the dim corridors and I proceed... South is anywhere I can go. South. So much dialogue. I squinted down the dim corridor and I proceed... Who went south? West. Proceed and go east. The water has risen to my chin and now laps greedily at my mouth and nose. You dumb bast, shouts NieR. He surely desires to say no more, but the rest of his insult is cut short by the rising water. Grimoire Vice, wet and tattered, floats on the water's surface. It is already too late for him. This wasn't how it was supposed to end. Game over. I lost. I'm hoping it saved after the first part, otherwise I'm going to have to skip through it all.
This person must be dreaming.
It's...
Okay, we've got to skip forward. On the second time you come to this forest, you can't skip this because there's hints all the way through it. I squint down the corridor and I head north. At the end of the corridor, I find a row of 20 gorgeous canopied beds. Yeah, we've done this. Last time I went east, this time we're going to go south. And then we're going to go north because that's the only option. Why have I put that all the way over there? And we're going to go east. We're going to go north. And we're going to go east. At the end of the path, I find myself in a great hall with only the sounds of rain for comfort. The waterlogged red carpet squished beneath my feet as I approach the room. Once there, I behold a beautiful dining table upon which rests china and silver of the finest construction, as well as the remains of a fantastic feast. As my eyes continue to adjust, I see many chairs surrounding the table, each holding a dinner guest. Noticing movement, I approach the chair at the table's head, but as the truth of the matter dawns on me, I recoil in horror. The host of the feast is a corpse, as are all the invited guests. An army of foul, wriggling insects have made homes in their remains, and this is the movement I saw. This once splendid feast was now nothing more than a requiem for the damned. I take a moment to steady my shaking hands and slowly back away from the table. Desperate to lose sight of the abomination before me, my gaze lands on the chairs upon which the dead were seated. This is a mistake, for the chairs prove to be even more terrible than the feast itself. Each one is covered in a layer of spikes that run from seat up the back and down the arms. This explains the colour of the carpet beneath my feet. I can only pray the unfortunate diners were dead when the meal began. For if not, the simple task of envisioning the agonised screams that must have sprung from their mouths. My mind grasps frantically for the possibility that these souls had committed some terrible crime for which this was punishment. Though in truth I suspect they had committed no crime at all. There would be no tomorrow for these unfortunates. This was their last supper. I proceed west. I squint down there. Oh, fuck me. Alright, this is the same room. I need to start drawing a map. My first roars to life. Yeah, we had this one a moment ago. Each wrong direction you go, Okay. East is the only way we can go. That's it. I've lost again. We'll get it, but I'm going to draw a map. Who dare message me? Who dare? Okay. See, that's the thing. Although I've completed this game before when it first came out, you only play the first half of the game once. Oh well, twice if you're going for the platinum. So I know the second half of the game. I know exactly how to get through it.
This person.
It would have.
Can't. Yeah.
Proceed north. At the end of the corridor, I find a row of beds, carpet velvet covered in a thick layer of dust and cobwebs. So this is a room. We found another room. Yeah, this is all the bodies that were found. So you can go east, south, but surely south would take me straight back to where it was. So you can either go that or north, so we'll go north. So here we have a crossroads. So let's go east. At the end of the path, I find myself in a great hall that sounds like comfort waterlogged red carpets beneath my feet. This is dining room. This is a death room. This is the feast room again. Okay, so I can go west or north. Let's go west. Okay, so west we've got another crossroads. Should we go south? Let's go south. Okay, so south we have. Now we're going west, or we can go north again. Let's go west. So you can go east or south. So south. That's no. Yeah, that just takes me straight back to where I was. Okay. Okay, that's one path. We're gonna get to this. I've got a map. I'm drawing it out. Old school style. They want us to play an old school game. We'll do it in old school style.
This person must.
It's.
Yeah.
I'll find our way through. Oh, I must have drawn the map wrong last time. Okay. Oh, this is new. Against all hope, we make it to the front door. Break it down, someone cries, so I give myself to the effort. In tandem with NieR and Grimoire Vice, I slam my body against the thick, sturdy door. On the third try, it gives way. We find ourselves sprawled on the ground outside the castle. The storm is in retreat. The clouds above are still dark and foreboding, but to the west, I can see a thin shimmer of sunlight trying to break through. How can I thank you? I cry as tears join the ranks. Join the rain on my cheeks. I should have died in there. Looking down, I suddenly notice that my dress is in tatters, and sheepishly try to cover my exposed skin. Your dress? Asked Vice. Then you're a woman, madame? I am. I proffer the two a smile. I suppose that comes as something as a surprise, seeing how I only exist in this form of words. I can see that one known as NieR is disappointed that the torn dress will be given no further description, but he hides it well. With a nod and a shrug, the three of us set forth to our awakening. But behind us, an awakening of another kind is taking place. Black smoke fills the abandoned castle, providing the countless damned souls inside their final shroud. After a moment, the castle's windows shatter with a mighty roar. A fresh breeze flows through the hallways and corridors, clearing the smoke away for good. As we watch in awe, accountable black shadows slowly flicker to life, crossing to and fro in front of the broken windows. The castle's dead have awakened to their new life as shades.
You have anything to say about that?
Hopefully there will be no labyrinth next time.
Cool, I've got a map for that one there.
I hear that.
Thank you so much for saving me. I never want to have a dream like that again.
Let's save before I start trying to help anyone else.
Another victim. This work certainly is trying.
Okay, I'm going to draw a map from the beginning this time.
You would be into all this word stuff, Vice.
Even I have my exceptions. Now let's be off.
Okay, let me draw this map. A colony of massive sculptures was visible in the distance, their tall forms scraping against the sky. Vice and NieR have never seen such a sight, and their eyes widened as they tried to take it in.
Those buildings must be huge if we can see them from this far away. What do you think, Vice?
As Vice considers his answer, the sun beat down on them with renewed ferocity.
Perhaps they are some manner of mirage,
he said. Under this heat, a mirage or two would hardly be an unexpected sight. NieR nodded and wiped the sweat off his brow, leaving a trail of sand in its place. He thought he'd never been so thirsty. The ancient road on which they walked was black and cracked with age. Here and there, thin wisps of grass pushed up through the rocky surface, as if defying those who had laid this material down over their home. This is one of my favourite songs. The heat reflecting from the road made NieR lightheaded. His feet hurting, he crouched down to rest. This is Kaine's salvation. The song. I don't know how much longer I can do this. Is someone playing a joke on us or what? The complaining had already begun. Vice tried not to let his eyes roll too much. A joke, he said? No, no joke. This road leads to the City of Art. Perhaps the path itself is simply some manner of grand artistic work. You don't sound very sure of yourself there. Perhaps not, but thinking of it in this way might make it easier for you to bear. NieR glanced at Vice's grinning face, shook his head, and resumed walking. As time passed, NieR's feet grew more painful, and his throat drier than he thought possible. He tried not to look further than the next step ahead, because the bright sunlight made him hesitant to trust his own senses. "We are definitely getting closer," said Vice in an effort to cheer his companion. "Yes, this much is certain," encouraged NieR, lifting his gaze. Suddenly he stopped walking, choosing instead to stand in the middle of the road with his mouth and eyes wide open and his finger pointing in the distance. "Water," he cried. "It's water." "Water?" asked Vice. "Preposterous. I don't see any water." "Over there, just ahead of us. Look, the sun is reflecting off of it." Without waiting for a response, NieR sprang to life and bounded towards the sight. What in the... There was no water, there was nothing but sand in every direction. NieR closed his eyes and sighed as Vice floated up behind him and chuckled softly. "I believe this is known as a mirage," he said. "Many a desert traveller has spoken of such things." NieR shook his head, bewildered. Suddenly he pointed off in the distance, his eyes wide once more. "Wait, there it is! I just missed it! Look, it's right there!" NieR sprinted off again, leaving Vice with no choice but to follow. After a few minutes of running, NieR came to a halt. I could have sworn it was round here. Confused, he put his hands up to his eyes and rubbed them vigorously. A new demo? They only brought our demo out like last week. As soon as he stopped, he noticed a blue shimmering pool of water just over the next rise. With a shout, he bounded off in search of it. The chase continued for nearly an hour until an exasperated Vice finally floated up to NieR and struck him in the face with his cover. "Enough, you blithering idiot! Stop this at once!" "There is no water here." NieR's face clouded. "There isn't?" "There is not, and perhaps next time you'll listen to me when I tell you as much." Vice paused for a moment, then continued speaking in a slightly kinder tone. "However, I suppose this mad chase was not altogether wasted. It seems we have arrived at the City of Art." NieR looked up. Stretched out before him was a row of impossibly tall sculptures. Their journey was at an end. "They're huge," cried NieR, completely forgetting the heat and pain of the past few hours. "I've never seen anything so big." Each sculpture formed roughly the same shape, a tall rectangle that stretched up towards the sky, but that is where the similarities ended. This song is the best. Most were covered in panes of glass that reflected light in 1,000 directions, while others seemed to be nothing but frames of steel. It's an invented language. It's English, German, and Japanese. Yeah, the lady made up the language. Some had tall spires on the tops, while others possessed triangular caps. "What kind of city is this?" said NieR. "Where are the people? Where are the houses?" It's funny because in Drakengard 3, she does the same thing, but she was told to make one song in English, but make it so the English is so like mechanical and like it's almost like it's been corrupted for hundreds of years. That was pretty cool. "What kind of city is this?" said NieR. "Where are the people? Where are the houses? Perhaps the land is intended exclusively for artistic use?" The debate continued as they made their way through the city. Miracles of artistry were everywhere. Great iron crates with wheels sat silent on steel rails. Beautifully carved works with light of red, amber and green dangled over every street. Moved away from the massive sculptures, they found a great array of smaller ones. Some were covered in glass or brick, but many were composed of materials they had never before encountered. The sheer variety of colours and styles was staggering. Unable to find a theme or purpose to the abstract works around them, NieR and Vice eventually fell silent. On the outskirts of the city, they discovered 3 sculptures in the shape of humans. NieR uttered a sigh of relief as he approached them. Finally, I was getting tired of modern art. The 3 statues were indistinguishable except from a single word chiseled into their right arms. One read Alpha, one read Beta, and the final one read Gamma. As NieR moved to touch the nearest statue, a bird flew from the top of one of the sculptures. Alighting on the statue's shoulder, it emitted a brief, beautiful song that took the form of words. Have yourself a glass of water, Uchi, my friend. Slow down, bro. Only one form is real, the others are fake. The real form will always speak the truth. Oh, it's this one. The false one will only speak lies. With that, the bird departed, as if on cue. The three statues shuddered to life, acquiring colour and form as they began to breathe. I've heard this riddle before, but it always catches me off guard. Look at that, said NieR. They're alive. The triplets bowed low before NieR. Please, said Alpha, you have to get me out of this nightmare. I am real. Stop lying, said Beta. He turned to NieR and threw his hands in the air. Alpha's fake. You know I'm the real one. You know I'm the real one. What a load of crap, said Gamma. Beta is fake. Everyone knows that I'm the real one around here. Their respective pleas given, the three statues returned to their frozen state as silence once again enveloped the city. When you consider all of the statements, only one of them could be the real thing, said Vice. NieR furrowed his eyebrows and considered his answer. Only one form is real, the others are fake. The real form will always speak the truth. The false ones will only speak lies. Oh, I forgot what each one said. The first one said, I am real. So the liar would have to say that he's real. And Beta said, I can't remember which one said what. How long have you been doing this reading stuff? A while, I think like 25 minutes. I remember what the first one said. The third one said that one's a liar and this one's true. And I can't remember what the second one said, so I'm going to have to guess Gamma. The real one is Gamma. The eyes of the statue shone with an eerie light. The light grew stronger and stronger until NieR and Vice were forced to turn away.
It would seem we failed.
Yeah.
We'd best act more...
Okay, I've got to remember to read those ones.
I figured a book like you would be into all this word stuff.
But they're going to be cheeky. They're going to mix them up. So you can't just guess, like, B, because they will mix it up. They do for the second part of the game. Oh. Sorry, my dad just tried ringing me. And he'll be on the phone for like an hour and a half, so... Just go quickly message him. Please, said Alpha, you have to get me out of this nightmare. I am real. Stop lying, said Beta. He turned to NieR and threw his hands in the air. Alpha's fake. You know I'm the real one. Has to lie. Got it wrong again.
I figured a book...
Of course I get it fucking wrong. One of the ones where if I could write it down, I can write down the logic, but I can't do it kind of live, if that makes sense. Fucking hell, that made me jump. NieR's voice betrayed a notable lack of confidence. He was relieved to see Weiss nodding at him. If Alpha were telling the truth, began Weiss in the dry tones of a lecturer, Beta and Gamma would be fakes, but in that case Gamma's claim that Beta is fake would be the truth. Even though Gamma is a liar, therefore that theory crumbles. Now let us presume that Gamma spoke the truth. That makes Alpha and Beta liars. In this situation, however, Beta is calling Alpha a liar, which means they leave us two statues telling the truth. Ah, yeah. Finally, let's assume that Beta is telling the truth. So, if so, Gamma and Alpha and Gamma's lies would make sense, therefore Beta must be real. Because he spoke of two. Yeah. As Weiss finished the explanation, Alpha and Gamma crumbled soundlessly to dust, while Beta sprang to life once more. Congratulations, villager, said Weiss in a cheerful voice. The time awakened has arrived. See, I've got to do this in under 15 hours for one of the streams. This is new. Thank you for saving me, cried the villager. He dropped to his knees and bowed his head as loud as he could go before the uncomfortable NieR pulled him to his feet. Why did you have to dream like this? Asked Weiss. Have you been to the city before? The villager slowly looked around at the bizarre objects and sculptures that dotted the landscape, then shook his head. I don't think so. I mean, it's impossible, right? There's no way I could have ever been to a place like this, but at the same time I feel I've seen it before. Deja vu, muttered NieR, just like the mayor. The vague sense of unease that struck NieR during the mayor's dream spread once more through his mind.
That was rough.
I am positive I have seen that place before.
Okay, that's enough. Don't need you getting all weird on me too. Okay, there. Now all the villagers can wake up, right?
Yes, if the mayor's assumption was correct. I think I have had enough wordplay to last a lifetime. Thank you very much.
You're telling me. Anyway, let's go see the mayor.
Let's go save first, just in case.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you so much. Here, I have something for you.
One-handed sword of faith.
Wow, this looks valuable. I can really have it?
Of course. It's apparently a weapon of some renown, but we have little use for it.
Well, we appreciate it.
Thank you again for everything.
I simply cannot bear another of these infernal conversations. Let us save it for another time.
Ah, hello again. You know, I've been trying to figure out a way to thank you for saving me, and I think I've got it. We're going to put up a statue of you. It'll be 10 feet high and made of pure gold. Oh, and I know you don't own a horse, but I think we'll put you on one anyway. Horses just make people look more heroic, you know? How's that? You don't want a statue? Oh, I thought you'd really enjoy it. Regardless, thanks to your tireless efforts, our village is at peace once more. And at peace. That's a little agricultural joke right there. Terrible. Anyway, I've been thinking about other things besides bad jokes and statues. I've also decided that we need to start holding the village festival again. We used to have it every year, but last mayor thought it was old-fashioned or something, and he killed it. But since I'm the mayor, I can start it up again. That's not abusing my power or anything, is it? What's that? You want to hear about the festival? Well, the official name is the Feast of the 3 Days. We call it that because everyone sits around a huge table and eats for 3 days straight, no sleeping allowed. Oh, we hold it on the foggiest days of the year, so it's hard to tell what you're eating. Some of the dishes are delicious, and some are rare, and well, there's some weird stuff in them. Let's just leave it at that. Anyway, you'd be pretty surprised what you can eat when you haven't slept for a couple days. I'll make sure the room is prepared for you so you can be the guest of on... What? You can't come? You have to wash your hair? Oh, alright. Well, I guess it's understandable, what with adventuring and all. Truthfully, I think this town needs more group bonding activities like that. It'll help us get to know each other, and also promote unity in times of crisis and so forth. Vice coughed loudly. How much longer must we bear this insufferable flapping of this fool's gums? He whispered to NieR. I'll let him talk, he just woke up. He probably has a lot he wants to say. Vice sighed. This must be what Popola meant by a bright and talkative. Yeah, let's get out of here. Let's take a look at that weapon we've just got. I think Faith is in... I think that's in Drakengard. Yes, it is.
So how was the village?
Oh, it was truly magnificent. There are no words. Really.
3k from, like, free art explosions, do you mean?
Huh. Neat.
Let's get back to Popola. She'll probably want to know what's going on in there.
Oh, gonna ride the piggy.
Get out of my way! I have to save Yona!
Calm down. You cannot prevail if you are blinded with rage.
Just taking my time. And I get my 5 minutes on this pig by just riding it places slowly. It's still faster than running, I think. That's an insane amount of points. Well, what's the time? 7. Quickly catch a few fish so I can make more money. Oh, I've got sunburn on my arms, I can feel it. Just gonna catch a quick 5. Wish I could get 10. Oh. Khan's doing a crazy stream, gaming with one hand, drawing with the other, using his webcam? I don't understand what you mean. I understand that you can be gaming with one hand, drawing with the other. I'm not sure what you mean by using his webcam. He's doing the crazy streams. I still don't know what you mean. I'm gonna have to take a look. Why did you just say he's just drawing with one hand, playing with the other? Okay, right. I see what you mean now. The webcam bit confused me. I thought you meant he was using the webcam to draw? Like he was drawing what he was seeing on the webcam? He's inventive. Good old Count. I used to be inventive. I'm not so much anymore. Well, that's his relaxing game as well, so it makes sense that he could draw at the same time. Okay, just a couple more things. Oh, nice easy one. How many is that? So, 3 more. Bum, 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 bum. I love the water in this. The water in this is very pretty. It's interesting what John said, that the Xbox X has like an upgraded version of this. I think Sony really dropped the ball with the without not having 1440p as an option from the beginning. I know. What the fuck did I just catch? Giant catfish. Fair enough. Wasn't expecting to get that, but okay. Yeah, they should have made it so the PS5 could do the same. They said it's possible, but it's not something that they've sorted yet. Oh, too fast. This guy just walking into my screen. Is this the last one? I think this is the last one. Should have really gone to the gym today. I'll make up for it this next week. I really did overdo it on Thursday. It's because it was so busy there. I went on the fucking rowing machine. I shouldn't have done. It was a bad idea. Have some chili. I fucking wish I could. Got no chili here. Dude, yeah, I hate it so much. I mean, not just from a COVID point of view, but yeah, I don't want to stand there watching someone till they finish on a fucking machine. So I'm like, I'll go use another machine. But I done my back and my arms, like because I leave a day in between. Like the last time I'd done that, so when I went and did the rowing, I did my upper body again, and I fucked myself over. On Friday, I was in serious pain, and it was self-inflicted, but it was so busy there. I don't like doing nothing. Oh, that was a Thursday. It was still busy. I don't know how late I'm gonna have to go. I mean, I think I went at 9 o'clock on Thursday, and it was still busy. But I call them New Year's resolutioners, because lots of the people that have started have been like, oh, I waited for this to reopen so I could start. So I reckon the numbers will go down again after a couple months, once they realise, like, they don't want to do it. But at the moment it's busy, and I hate it.
The death dream certainly is
And
a strange illness.
I don't like the fucking treadmills. Treadmills are shit. I want to use the fucking cross trainer.
Yeah, it was something all right.
Even I, with my natural love for words, have no desire to visit that place ever again.
You guys did well. You've been making a lot of long trips lately. Are you sure you're not pushing yourself too hard?
Oh, right, okay.
I can't just sit around all day while Yona's sick, after all.
If you say so.
Well, like the time where I was talking about before, the lady that was wearing the skin-coloured, skin-tight gym wear. I was like, look away! I'm just gonna look over there.
So, anything I can do for you?
Well, I suppose there is one thing I could use a hand with. Have you heard about our plans to repair the canal? The work probably won't happen for a while, but once it's done, we can use the canal for trade and travel and all kinds of useful things. Unfortunately, however, we're a bit behind schedule at the moment. If you're willing to help out, I'd really appreciate it.
No problem. What do you need?
Great. So, the man I originally asked to help on this project hasn't shown up for work in a few days. I'm starting to get a little worried, so maybe you can head over to Seafront and check up on him?
She was using the bench press. They were all full, so I was doing other stuff while waiting for one to open up, fair enough. She was doing normal stuff like weighted squats, weighted lunges, etc. Nothing weird.
I'll mark the location of his house on your map. He always carries a red bag over his shoulder, so he should be easy enough to find.
Got it.
The person I asked to help with...
It's that lizard thing we fought in NieR. Who would make a figure of that anyway? And what is it doing here?
Then she got on the ground and did the weighted pelvic thrust, yep. Yeah. Anything that like that, I'm looking away.
It's a sculpted leaf.
With me, it was the lady who was doing it. She had like a piece of elastic between her knees and she was opening and shutting her knees. I was like, nope, looking away.
This is the first sane thing I have seen in this room.
We saw this cube back in the Baron Temple.
And these cubes are in the Drakengard games.
Perhaps the Prince of Facade gave it to Popola as a gift? A canal, is it? Fascinating. If we had a ferry, we could put these days of endlessly running about behind us.
Don't you just float everywhere anyway?
Do you think I am borne aloft by the winds, lad? It takes stamina to maintain this height.
Oh, really?
You could at least try to hide the utter dismay, you know.
Any new weapons?
It's not fair.
Welcome.
Nope.
Thanks for your...
I'm starting to get hungry. I should be eating before going live, really. Oh, what? I pressed it. I didn't press it that time. That was totally my fault. Oh, where's the pig? I'm gonna ride the pig. Ride the Shupa.
Hey, are you the guy who's supposed to help repair the canal? Popola sent me to...
Oh god, it's over.
My life is over.
Surely you must realize nothing good can come of being involved with this particular endeavor.
Easy, Vice. Hey, so, are you alright? What happened?
It's my wife. She left home a week ago and hasn't come back. I'm so worried I can't even focus on my work. Oh, my sweet dumpling, where are you?
That's terrible. Would you like us to help you look for her?
Really? You do that for me?
Sure. But do you have any idea where we should start?
Well, she always used to enjoy drinking at the tavern with her friends.
Alright, then I guess we'll start with them.
Thank you. This means the world to me. Oh, and by the way, my wife always carries a red bag, just like mine. If you mention that, it might ring some bells.
I've met some odd couples in my day, but none who felt the need to wander about flaunting matching luggage.
You need to get with the times. Coordinated outfits are all the rage. Plus, these bags are special. We bought them for our anniversary. But now my sweet dumpling is gone.
Okay. Just stay calm. We'll go look for her, alright?
I'm willing to bet that man knows more about his wife absconding than he's letting on.
Let's go say hello to the seals.
I could stare at the sea all day and never get bored. Hey there, I'm, looking for a woman carrying a red bag.
Are you now? Interesting. Did something happen to her?
She hasn't been home and her husband's worried. Do you know anything about where she might be?
Trouble in paradise, is it? Oh, those two never change. Anyway, the short answer is no. She hasn't been around here either. Though come to think of it, she always got on well with the woman over at the tackle shop. Maybe you should try her?
Okay.
I'll do that. Thanks.
Hey, what's the rush? You've got a cute face. Why not sit here and join me for a round? Or 3?
Sorry, ma'am, but I'm not old enough to drink. Hey there. Do you know a woman with a red bag by any chance?
A red bag? Oh, sure. Although now that I think about it, I haven't seen her in a while. Last time she came around, she mentioned something about leaving town, but I figured it was just idle talk.
Leaving town, huh? Alright, thanks for your time.
If she has truly left this charming hamlet, finding her may prove most difficult indeed.
I just hope she hasn't been attacked by shades or anything.
Is it the same voice actor, is it, or just similar kind of demeanor?
Something about that shade seems rather odd.
He could have said shady, but he didn't.
Hey, look at this.
It is identical to the red satchel carried by the man who sent us on this mad quest. Perhaps it belongs to his spouse.
Oh no. Do you think the Shades got her?
I fear it likely, lad. I sense no other activity in the immediate vicinity. We were too late.
Oh, this is terrible. What are we supposed to say?
However difficult it may be, we've no choice but to tell the man the truth.
Onwards, pig.
Hey, did you find my sweet dumpling?
We didn't, but we got this off a Shade.
Oh no, this is hers.
So our fears were correct.
Oh God, how could this happen to her?
If I may, my good man, why did your wife leave home in the first place?
It's because I
think we should give him some time to himself, Vice.
I don't wanna.
Honey, I'm home. Good heavens, you're a wreck. What's wrong?
Dumpling, you're not dead.
What in the world are you talking about? Oh, you found my bag. Thank you so much. I can't believe I went and dropped it like that.
Oh, this is such a relief.
Okay, seriously. What's going on?
We thought you were dead. 5 minutes later.
I see. So, you found a Shade with my bag and assumed I'd been attacked and killed?
I'm just glad you're safe, Dumpling, but I'm also so sorry. This is all my fault. Oh, if I didn't eat that apple you were saving. Oh, God, I'm such an idiot! Listen, I promise I'll never eat anything of yours again. You just promise never to run away from home again, okay?
Run away? Have you lost your mind? I just went to visit my parents.
Huh?
I told you about this. Going to see my family, gone for a week. Remember? Ugh, are you serious right now? Why don't you ever listen to me?
Lad, my brilliant intuition suggests we should beat a hasty retreat from these two with all speed.
Stick around and listen.
I can't believe you didn't listen to me, and you ate my apple. Ugh, you are the absolute worst.
What? Oh, like you're some perfect angel. You didn't even care enough about our anniversary to hang on to your bag. You, kid, I'm right about this, yeah? If anyone's wrong here, it's my wife, right?
Wait, you're asking me?
Oh, what? This is ridiculous. They're both wrong. Both of these answers are shit. I'm gonna say it's the husband's fault.
Well, you shouldn't have eaten your wife's apple. That's not very nice.
But I was hungry, and it was just sitting there.
You should have listened to her.
Look, I'm glad you went looking for my wife and all, but that was low, friend. Low.
Uh-oh. Did I cross a line there?
Besides, it's pretty rich to come after me for an apple when you threw away my entire stamp collection.
Ha! You're damn right I did, and I'd do it again. You are nothing but a hoarding slob. You there! My husband's in the wrong here, isn't he?
Pardon, but madam,
Honestly, both of them.
Oh, enough. The both of you are at fault. Now apologize to one another and end this ridiculous display.
Big talk for a floating magazine.
I see you finally agree on something.
Do you not even understand how frustrating this is, you colossal oaf? This is exactly what I hate about you.
Fine, hate me. I'll still sleep like a baby knowing I'm not an unreasonable hag like you.
Oh, that's low blow.
What do I do?
You turn on your heel and walk away as fast as your legs can carry you, my good lad.
That's it. I have had enough. Instead of belittling me, why don't you get a proper job? Everyone in the neighborhood treats me like dirt, and it's all because of my unemployed slob of a husband.
Actually, I have a job now.
Wait, you what? You're kidding. Why didn't you tell me? That's great.
Well, I sort of wanted it to be a surprise.
Oh, you big silly Billy. Well, this calls for a celebration. Come on, I'm going to bake you a nice apple pie.
I have no idea what just transpired, but it has utterly exhausted me.
Well, looks like they made up, so all's well that ends well?
In the course of all that madness, I have forgotten why we even came here in the first place.
Oh, heck, the canal! We need to ask him about the canal!
I can't thank you enough for all your help.
Sure, but listen, we need to talk to you about the canal.
Oh, right! That's why you came here in the first place, huh? Well, now that my love life is rolling in clover again, I'd be more than happy to get going on the canal work.
Cool. Okay.
Heavens, that was exhausting.
Tell me about it. Anyway, let's go give Popola an update.
The couple with the red bags were a strange pair indeed. It boggles the mind to think their relationship can persist despite such intense squabbling.
Well, they looked pretty happy in the end, at least. Maybe the secret to living a happy life is sharing your feelings, even when they're sort of mean and weird.
If you adopt such a strategy, I may leave for groceries one day and never return.
No.
Black squalls in our village now.
No. Okay. I think I'm going to play for about half an hour more, then I'll probably call it a night.
It sounds like the canal repairman had quite the problem on his hands. I'm glad everything turned out all right. Thank you so much for your help.
Don't mention it. I'm looking forward to seeing how the canal turns out. If you need anything else from us, just say the word.
Thanks, guys. Hey, wait.
Huh?
almost forgot. Yona is looking for you.
Huh?
She said she needed something from you. Time to go play Big Brother for a bit, huh?
I guess so. Thanks, Popla.
Hmm. 19 hours. Still in the first half of the game. I'm most definitely getting my money's worth. Mind you, I bought the game twice, so maybe I have not got my money's worth yet. I have more. I was gonna say, yeah, I could not have enough. I'm gonna have to sell some. Better start trying to grow the lunar tier. That's gonna take fucking ages.
We've got some... thing.
We've got... Come back.
Where is the place that sells me the different coloured flowers? You, isn't it?
Why not? I hope you grow.
I need to do that sometime. Well, I made some money from doing all that wheat. Even though originally I was only doing it so I could finish a quest, but then I bought the wheat anyway. Oh, a letter. Today was awesome. Popola made me this huge cake that was really yummy, and everyone in the village was wishing me a happy birthday. It's fun. I feel like a princess or something. I don't feel sick all day today. In fact, I almost forgot I had this disease. So maybe you can forget about it too and come back home now, Yona. Yeah, that's cool. That's funny. I'm going to start the lunar tier. Thank you very much, Uchi. Oh, I was about to log off, but okay. We're gonna do Art Explosion. Art Explosion. Art Explosion. Let me find a save point, because Art Explosion will be how I end the stream. It's a bit too complicated at Heisen, but okay. You've got to remember, I don't really know much about Beirut, I just know he's a cat. Okay, I can certainly try it. Okay, so he's activated. Let's see if this works. Press the button. And there we go. But I've got to change my channel. I wish you would kind of say stuff a little bit more simple, but okay. Let's give this a go. Right, I set a timer. So they would have a table. Tables are brown. Bit of a big table. They'd have to have really long arms. They could have really long arms. Oh, that's a really big leg. Why is that one different length? Excuse me. Oh, I wish you said someone I know. I don't know what Beirut looks like. I just know he's a cat. This is definitely a table, honestly. No, Heisen, you're gonna have to re-roll me. It's just gonna be like two people with legs going like that. I think Beirut is blue or purple. So no, I'm sorry, Heisen, mate. You're gonna have to re-roll this one. I can't. That's too complicated. Dude, you make things far too complicated. I'm not very good at drawing. I'm gonna give you back the money. You're gonna have to do this. We'll have to do this again at a later point. It's meant to be fun. You're making it too hard for me. Yeah, I know, but I still want to be able to give it a try. thing and a thing, and you're like, I'm trying to not complain about stuff. I'm trying to complain less, but you won't be able to tell it's Beirut, and you won't be able to tell it's snake. If you said a snake and a cat arm wrestling, then I might be able to try and figure it out. I think it's too far towards the end of the stream as well, because I'm about to log off, dude. I don't want to rush it, because most of the time when I do the art explosions, I put 15 minutes, but I end up spending half an hour. And I wouldn't be able to do that today, so I don't want to rush it. I was just trying to think. Let's try to simplify it a bit for me, buddy. Well, I've got 10 minutes before I log off. I suppose I could raid count. Thank you, I appreciate you telling me that, because I always forget. Let's raid count! Why is it not showing up? Right, we're gonna raid! And then I'm gonna get something to eat, because I'm really hungry. Bum 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 bum. Good raid count.
With the fence, I'm gonna work on this thing. I think that this building's it's got a little bit more detail to it, but it's really lacking at the moment. I know the whole image is lacking detail, but I only just started.